I want you to follow Body Issues over on YouTube by Pretty on Purpose, or you can catch the show wherever you listen to your favorite podcast.
Celebrate, yeah, I'm celebrating more, ayy. 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 Yeah, top in the morning to you from the other side, and yeah, I've been in hell and back, I could've swore I died, and yeah, dodging depression, looking for a message. Facing my fears and hoping for a blessing. Telling my demons they can get the step, and I was lost, no, I was hiding. I was so divided, chasing after wind, I couldn't hold to find it. Trying to get bigger bags, yeah, trying to get what they have, yeah. Should have been holding back, didn't know what I had. So let's celebrate.
All right. What's going on?
Hi, guys.
What is going on? This is the first episode. This is episode 1.
I know. Isn't that crazy? We're here.
Oh my gosh. This is it. We're doing it.
Wow.
Welcome to Body Issues, everybody. Welcome to Body Issues. Episode 1. If you're here, you're making history.
Absolutely.
If you are here for episode 1, you are making history with myself. If you don't know who I am, if you don't know who this mouth is going already, this is Just Mo speaking. How y'all doing? And I have my beautiful, very gorgeous co-host with me. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the people.
Okay, I'm Shan, aka, where's it at? The Stone Rose.
Girl, point the other way. She all pointing in the opposite direction. Point the other side. There it is. Bam. There it is.
That's my stage name. I'm an artist, so that's my stage name, and that's where you can find me on Instagram at the Stone Rose _. So yeah, that's where that's from. My name is Shan, aka Shannon. That's what it's short
This
for.
is a really long introduction to a first name.
I mean, they got another one.
This is a really, really extra long introduction. This is my beautiful co-host, Shan.
Hey guys.
Born Shannon, but she goes by Shan, and you said your stage name. You are she is a singer.
Yes, I'm a singer. I'm an artist. I am. I sing, I rap, do poetry. I do a lot. But yeah, so that's my artist.
Wonder Woman. So if you guys want to go ahead and follow her over on IG, it's at the Stone Rose. And that underscore is very important. Make sure that underscore goes at the end of the name, because we don't know where you're going to end up. All right, guys, welcome to Body Issues. Oh my God, you've been hearing about it on social media all over the place. And now it is finally here. We are in your face if you're watching on YouTube, and we're in your ear if you're watching. If you're listening on a podcast.
Right.
We are finally here. Oh my gosh. So for those of you that may just be dropping in and don't really know what this is all about, you just decided to be a little nosy and was like, let me click on this. I'm a little bored. Let's see what this is all about. I like the name. This show is hosted by 2 women of faith. We are both saved. We love the Lord so very much, just like many of you who are listening in. However, you see this body we in? You see this body we in? This body be getting us in trouble. Just like all of you that are listening, okay? So the name of the show is based off of Romans 8. In the Bible, Romans 8 mainly talks about, this was serious. Paul must have been going through something when he was writing this. He spent a long time talking about ourself, our flesh, our bad habits, all of that, constantly at war, constantly in a battle with the things of God, with stuff that we know we should be doing right. But here comes the flesh. So this show is based on that. And you get to know me and Shan, on a real personal level, because Shan and I both share this. We are both very private people. Right, Shan?
Very.
Now, don't mistake private for being out there, though, because we are on social media. We talk, we encourage, we inspire, we do all that stuff. But when it comes to personal life, we private.
Don't do that.
Right. We're like, That's not for you. Shut that door. So, but this year, and Shannon, I know you didn't know I was going to share this, but this year, God really woke me up. And with a lot of stuff that's been going on with COVID, Corona, quarantine, all kinds of nonsense has been happening in people's lives. But God took this opportunity to wake me up to be like, hello, I made you the way I made you for a reason. Stop hiding, stop trying to put yourself in the box and trying to be things or be like people that you're not. Be you. I want to use you how you are.
That part right there.
So and so ever since I said, okay, God, and I stopped hiding, man, talk about an awesome ride I've been on.
Yeah.
Personally, an awesome ride. And so one of those many things is this podcast, Body Issues. And so no more, I mean, I have my stuff that I will be, it's personal and I will be private about it. But for the most part, y'all gonna be all in Mo's business. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Y'all gonna be in my business, but it's with a purpose.
Right, absolutely.
It's not to be nosy, it's with a purpose.
Absolutely.
So go ahead, Shan. What's up? What's going on, girl?
So yeah, part of like just to piggyback off of what you just said, it's funny because I would say around December, I was like really hiding a lot. Like I was just like, okay, I'm just not gonna and I'm just being honest, that's what we're doing here. I'm like, until I look this way, until I'm this way, and I'm not dealing with this anymore, all type of stuff. I was just like, I'm not gonna really be I'm not gonna be in the light. I'm just gonna stay like, again, hiding. And I'm like, I'm just gonna hide because it's safer back here. And God was like, oh, really? And I mean, in December, like, I just was like, I'm gonna put out this Christmas song. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna sing Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. And I really, like, when I put it out, to be honest, I wasn't thinking about like a lot of people seeing it, because I put it on my personal Facebook page, but I made it public. And so it just went like, it was like over 1K views or something like that. I was like, yeah. And what really made me realize like what God was really speaking to me about, like not hiding, was that this young lady on my Facebook, she had said in the comments that she was like in a wheelchair or bedridden or in the bed for like months. And I'm not sure like what was going on with her physically, but she said that hearing that song and then the caption that I wrote about the fact that I was waiting for the perfect time to like, do things and whatever, it motivated her to get up. And that was the first time she was able to get up and sit in her wheelchair, like get out of the bed. And that was powerful to me, because I'm like, all I did was sing a Christmas song, but it really touched someone enough for them to be like, okay, yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And I'm like, okay, so God is like, yeah, I don't care where you're at. When I say go, go. You know what I mean?
And it doesn't matter. Like, we're the ones that's so hung up on, well, I need this and I need this many people and it has to be this way. And God just be like, all he's looking for is an okay. Look at me. All I said was okay. And all this stuff just started, doors opening, people coming to me like, hey, I'd love to help. I'd love to, i.e. you're a perfect example. Like, yeah, I'd love to come and help you. Yeah, sure. And I'm like, what is going on right now? Why? What's that? What are we doing?
Right.
But it's awesome when you just say yes. It is scary. I'm not gonna lie.
It's very scary.
It is scary. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's scary, but if you can kind of, and that's what stepping out on faith is about. If you could step through that fear, take a deep breath, close your eyes, and be like, "Oh, God, this is your opportunity. You better catch me."
Exactly.
And not only does he catch you, but he be flinging you through the sky. You be soaring. You get flung.
It's true.
You be flung out there. So I've been on this kick of like taking care of myself more as I'm getting older. I'm realizing like I can't just take advantage of the good genes, you know, that we have in our family. So I'm like, okay, so I've been this way for probably a couple of years now, but this year I really upped it. So I be taking like all these different, well, not all, but like about 5 different vitamins, main ones that I've taken. And oh my gosh, my skin.
Yes, skin.
Okay, on glow.
Yes, skin.
I love it. So one of the ones, because I don't want to be promoting for everybody and stuff, so I'm not going to say brands and stuff, but if you're listening out there, if you guys don't know about sea moss gel, I'm just going to tell y'all right now, on this journey, the one thing that I must replace, because I noticed a huge difference when I stopped using it, I was like, I'm not gonna pick it up, because it was like I was getting the gelled version of it in the glass jars. I don't know if are you familiar with the sea moss gel, Shan?
No, I've heard of it, but I've never. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with it.
So I was getting it in the like the gel form in a glass jar, shipped out to me, and it cost like about 20, somewhere between 25, $30 for a glass jar of it, right? And I ran out and I was like, I'll get it. You know, next time I got a little extra cash or whatever I get. Girl, my skin was like, no, you get in that bottle now. My skin, I don't know what happened. I turned into like the Wicked Witch of the West. My skin was like all crumpling up and drying up. I was like, what is this? What's going on? So I went and I got the pill form.
Okay.
And the pill form is hitting. Let me tell you, okay, I've just been on it for about a week and my skin look at me.
Yeah.
Okay, look at me. This is not makeup. My makeup is just right here. That's it.
That's dope.
So sea moss gel is the thing. So I'm gonna keep y'all listeners up to date. Well, you know, I take some other things like biotin and apple cider vinegar and things like that, elderberry for your immune system, all that stuff. But I'm gonna keep y'all up to date. But when I find something really good, I like to share and tell people about it, because your girl's skin is popping. Okay.
Yes, yes.
All right, so moving on to the next segment of our show. So guys, this is episode 1. So we're kind of just, you know, we're swimming through right now. But what we're going to be wanting to do is encourage you guys with a little bit of the word before we move on into the show, because everybody needs encouragement, right?
Right. Absolutely, absolutely.
And what better way to get some encouragement through God's actual words. So I'm going to go ahead and look this up. I'm going to go to James chapter 1. And oh, look, I already got it all highlighted and stuff. So I done already. Can y'all see this? My green screen is messing everything up. I don't think you can really see it. Oh, there we go. I had to tilt it. It's all highlighted there in green. But this scripture helped me so much when I was in such a dark place in my life. And I still go back and reread it every now and then. And it's so good to read it. So this is James chapter 1, and I'm going to read verses 2-4. So the title of the scripture is Faith Under Pressure. So it says, consider it a sheer gift, friends, when tests and challenges come at you from all sides. So when you feel like you're getting attacked from all over the place, God says, consider it a gift. And this is why. He says, because you know that under pressure, your faith life is forced into the open. How many times we done been through stuff, is struggling, and we are forced to open up our dusty Bible, right? Blow the dust off.
Not our dusty Bible.
Be praying, be calling up our friends, be like, look, I need you to pray for me. Okay, so your faith life is forced into the open, and it shows its true colors. I love that. Like when COVID hit, we was able to really see, and I'm not talking outwardly at other people. I was able to really see. I don't know about you, Shan, to see like where I was like, ooh, I need to tighten up here.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it goes on to say, don't try to get out of anything prematurely. Let it do its work. And because you will become mature, well-developed, and not deficient in any way. And this comes with time. This comes with relationship. But I want to encourage y'all that when stuff is happening in your life, I want to encourage you to look at it from a good point of view if you can, and look at it in a way of God showing you where you need strength, where you need to get better, and take the opportunity. I talk about this a lot on my IG when I do my IG videos. Operating correctly in a place of brokenness. You have option A, option B. Option A, run to God. Option B, go do your regular stuff, whatever you do, whatever your habits are to make you feel better in the moment. Well, it could be sex, it could be drugs, it could be drinking, it could be whatever, stealing, going out and stealing something. It could be spending money unresponsibly, whatever it is. But you have a choice in those places of brokenness. But if we choose God, if we choose to pray, if we choose to get in the word, if we choose to say, okay, God, fix me, where do I need to get better?
Yeah.
You're going to be strong.
Absolutely.
Stronger for it. So that's the encouragement for this week.
Yeah. So I was thinking about something I posted on the page, Pretty on Purpose, on Facebook.
Hey, shout out.
Shout out to the page. That was, I believe, yesterday or maybe sometime this week. And I posted this something I saw that said, don't, hold on. It was instead of saying, why is this happening to me? Ask what am I supposed to learn or something?
Yeah.
Like, what is the lesson here? Because a lot of times we focus on the circumstance instead of like, why is this happening? You know what I mean? A lot of times we give a lot of credit to the enemy, and we're just like, oh, the devil is just under attack. And a lot of times it's not that. It's really that God is trying to show you something.
Yeah.
And he's trying to teach you something. So you have to sometimes take a step back and like, okay, God, what is it in me that, or what is it that you want me to learn, or what is it that you want me to get out of this? You know what I mean? And just surrender and just ask him. Just ask him.
Just surrender and ask.
Yeah.
So I want to do a little promo here since you mentioned Pretty on Purpose.
Yeah.
Yo, that group has been such a blessing to me this week. When I tell you every morning when I go to click on my Facebook app and check stuff and I see Pretty on Purpose, Pretty on Purpose, Pretty on Purpose, I'm like, okay, let's see what the ladies are talking about. Everyone has been so encouraging, so uplifting this week.
Yes. Absolutely. I was just surprised to see, like, cause usually when someone first joins a group on Facebook, they're kind of like reading the room, like, hey, what's good? But like so many women up there are just diving in. You know what I mean? They're interacting with each other and posting positive things or posting encouraging things. And I think that's really, really, really amazing. Really amazing. And I'm excited because it's going to continue to grow.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole purpose of the group is for women. I love women are encouraging women in society. We are like forced to compete with each other. And in this group, in this little world on Facebook, Pretty on Purpose, there's no competing going on. Everybody's just loving on each other, encouraging each other. I mean, it's beautiful and I love to see it. And so if you're out there listening and you're not already a part of Pretty on Purpose, I don't know what you're waiting for. You're not going to find a more encouraging group of people, loving people. And even if you don't say anything in the group and you're just reading the posts and reading the comments, it's definitely going to brighten your day. So go ahead and find that. It's a private group because we don't want the dudes up in there messing up our flow, messing up our vibe.
This is not about them. No,
it ain't about you guys. Sorry. Y'all welcome to this podcast, but y'all not welcome to the Pretty. And I had guys trying to get in on the group. I had to decline several dudes over the weekend. I was like,
I'm a moderator, so I saw it too. I was like, oh no.
Well, you know what I had to do? I was checking the profiles anyway because sometimes some people have like unisex names.
Right.
Like one was named Johnny, not to put him on the spot. I'm not going to say all his business, but Johnny, right? But the way it was spelled was with like an I at the end or something. So I said, well, maybe that's a female. Let me go check. Johnny was up there straight up posing with all dude gear on. I was like, nah, sir, sorry. You're not allowed. So if you are a woman and you really are in need or just want to be around other loving women,
Come on in. What's up, people? Come
Yeah,
on.
you are more than welcome. It's awesome. It's so great. I love it. I love to see it grow. Also on the promo list is Body Issues. Hello, episode 1. Hello. So
Yes.
look, before we get into the meat of this show, you guys need to just pause this for a second. Make sure you go ahead and hit that follow button if you listen on the podcast. Hit subscribe if you're listening, watching on YouTube. Why can't I get that right? I mixed it up again.
It's okay. It comes with practice. It's okay.
One day. But listen, guys, we the show airs every Friday. I don't want you to miss a show, because every week we're gonna be talking about all kind, right, Shan? Me and Shan got a private chat going.
Wow.
Where we be like multiple times a day, like, oh, let's talk about this. Oh, girl, we gotta talk about this.
There's so much to talk about. There's so much to touch, like that. Women, like it's so much to stop.
There is literally no end to what we can talk about on this show. So I don't want y'all prejudging or nothing. I just want y'all coming back, because this show is going to be getting better and better as we keep going on, and the topics are going to just keep getting probably deeper and deeper.
For sure.
Lord willing. I got to throw that in for all my saints listening. Lord willing.
Not for the saints.
For the saints. That's for the shout out for the saints. Lord willing.
Lord willing.
Lord willing, we come back on next Friday.
We'll be back next Friday.
I never understood that. Even though I did hear it actually today while I was listening to my Bible app. I heard the verse that said, listen, y'all don't know nothing about. Okay, here's one thing. When y'all hear me, when you hear Mo break down the Bible, just know I'm paraphrasing. heavy on the paraphrasing.
Heavy on the paraphrasing.
Because I just saw my hand going like this, and I was like, let me let the people know what they about to be in for when I be breaking down these verses. My hand was ready. So I listened to this. I listened to this verse today, and he was like, look, y'all don't know nothing about tomorrow. You don't know nothing about the future. So stop making plans. Stop being like, oh, I'm gonna see you next week. I'm gonna see this. Yeah, we're gonna take a vacation here. I was like, oh, snap. They really do say that. So now I guess that's why people say Lord willing. Is that? I never understood that. Never. I was like, God wants you to live. Why are you saying Lord willing?
Right. Like, what?
But I guess from that verse, I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I used to say it a lot. Now I don't, because I'm just like,
you was one. Shan, you was one. Oh no, you was one of them. Lord willing.
You know what it was? It was habit. I heard other people saying this. I'm like, Lord willing, this, it's a birthday party this weekend.
Not for the birthday party.
Let's go. I mean, we'll see. But the plan is that this is gonna happen. I'll be here. But
is that necessary?
It's
like I don't know. Some church etiquette is just like, it'd be too much for me. Like, really, like, I know I'm gonna see you here next week. Like, I mean, I get it. We never know. We don't know what tomorrow brings. We never know. But I mean, can we talk by faith though? Like, I will. Yes, I will.
Like, that part right there. Like,
can we be like Abraham and Isaac when the people was like, yo, where you going? And Isaac's like, we going up the mountain. But he made sure he said, we will be back. He ain't say no Lord willing. He was speaking by faith. Can't we do that?
Lord willing. It sounds so depressing.
It does. I hate it.
Lord willing. It's like, do you know what? Do you really want to be here?
Do you want to be here? Okay. Sorry, guys. This is not what Body Issues is about, but that just made me, I don't know why that irks me so much. I don't know why. But I did see the verse. I did hear it today. So I do know that it is a scripture. It is. Because Paul was hot. I think it was Paul, or was it Peter? I think it might be in 1st or 2nd Peter. He was like, look, y'all don't even know why y'all be out here making plans like that. And I was like, oh, why he upset though?
Right, he's super mad.
Oh, you mad, huh? Yeah, like, come on. Okay, anyways. That was too long of a time talking about Lord willing. Sorry, everybody
No, it wasn't.
listening.
It was hilarious, and I needed that.
I am so sorry, listeners. This is episode 1. We will get better. I promise you. All right. The issue. This is the meat of the show. This is what y'all all been waiting for.
Yes.
Here we go. Here's the issue.
Oh,
Go ahead, Shan. Take it away while I take a sip.
So,
I need a break.
Our first issue. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this first one just because we spent a lot of time laughing just now. But we like to laugh.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. We like to laugh over here. So if you like to laugh,
it's a real issue I have. Like, it really irks me. I don't know. God help me. I don't know why it does. Okay, that's enough. Sorry. Go ahead.
It's okay. So our first issue: secret relationship versus.
Oh Lord, where's my cup?
Get ready. Buckle your seatbelts because it's something that we need to discuss right now, especially from our ladies who are not married yet, in a relationship, you just dealing with the guy. So secret relationship versus private relationship.
Yo.
Okay, let's break it down.
But is there a difference though?
There's a big difference. Oh yeah, for sure. So when you're doing something in secret, it's because you don't want anyone to know.
Oops.
Secret. Something you're like, okay, I don't really want it. So, and then you have private, which is like, I don't really want everyone to know my business, but it's like, but this is my relationship, but you don't even know much about my relationship. You know what I mean? Like, and don't get me wrong, like some people, like I felt like honestly, before I got married, I felt like, not before I got married, before I got in a relationship with my husband, I was like, I'm never putting anybody on my Facebook again in a relationship with anyone. I'm not doing that again because of past stuff. And I was like, if it don't work out, I'm gonna take my L's, in the dark. Anybody gonna see that? So I'm just not gonna put like that's how I felt. So that's coming from that place for me, right?
Right.
Which is understandable if you like, okay, I don't really wanna put that on, But again, if you're in a relationship, even if you're not like publicly like with the person on Facebook, that's just social media, where you're, you may not have that person as, in a relationship with this person on Facebook, but you should definitely be saying I'm in a relationship, and there's no reason you should be on Facebook flirting. And that's another topic for another time, because flirting, people think, oh, flirting's not cheating. Okay, well, we'll talk about that another day.
Who says that?
If you're in a relationship with someone, people should know you're in a relationship with that person. Like, there's no reason to hide. Like, absolutely not. You know what I mean? And a lot of people they use privacy, quote unquote, as an excuse to hide people, because they're really talking to multiple people. They're dealing with people. They're doing what they're doing. They're doing their dirt. They don't want anyone to know, or they don't want the person they're with to know. So instead of putting them out like, oh yeah, this is my girl, because I'm just saying, guys, it'd be both ways. But it's like, I don't want to show this person in the picture, because then I'm gonna have everybody that I'm talking to up under my comments like, who is that?
Like, hello.
Who is that? Like.
But could it be that? Could it also be, hey, they might be embarrassed. Why do you make that face? I'm serious.
Wait, so when you say embarrassed, go deep, because
embarrassed. They might be embarrassed with their choice of who they're dating at this point in time, because obviously you're dating, you're in a relationship, you said yes, you're not being held captive, but you might not want to show this person off because it might be somebody outside of your normal scope. It might be somebody below your norm. What?
Well, I'm being serious. But then that's your fault, because you're settling.
She said that's your fault.
Like,
but I'm saying it may not always be cheating. It may not always be dirt. It could be embarrassment. Yeah,
it could be number. So like I said initially, like for me, it was just the fact that I was like, I'm not about to be embarrassing you. Like, and not only embarrassed, like in the sense of they embarrassed me on social media. It was something like we were in a relationship, it didn't work out, and then I just like, it's like that played out in front of me. You know what I mean? So I was like, I'm not doing it again until I'm married. But that wasn't true, because when I got with my husband, that security was there. Like, he was like, oh, I'm making it official. Like, it's like, I was like, well, dang, like, soon as You know what I mean? Like as soon as we made it official, he was like Facebook, like that was just something he wanted to do.
Well,
And I
how
was
did
like,
that make you feel
okay.
though?
I felt comfortable because with him it felt right. If that makes any sense. Like I didn't feel like this is somebody I'm just gonna be like casually like, okay, it might work out, it might not. And like I kind of like knew from the beginning just how things kind of happened and played out. But you gotta remember we got married pretty fast.
Yeah.
So everything played out really like kind of, it was like sped up. So it didn't
Yeah.
I didn't feel that way with him. Everybody else that did before him, I felt that way. Not with him though. And on another note though, the flip side, the guy before my husband that I was dating, he's an older guy, and I felt like I felt like he was talking to other women for sure. I just had that feeling. You know how you get that feeling. And he would do stuff like for the longest time. We were talking for like a while too, like a few months, and like he just never even mentioned on social media or just to any like it was weird. Like I didn't meet anybody in his family, but he would like it was weird. And I was just like, hold on, this is something's not adding up. You know what I mean? And then and I really believe that. I could be wrong, but I really believe he was talking to someone else. But he didn't post me on Facebook and stuff like that. But come to find out what it was is, and I mentioned this in the interview we did in the past, it was that he felt like, he wasn't sure about me. You know what I mean? Like in the sense of like, first of all, I'm great. So let's get that straight.
Right. Shit, but look, first of all, I'm great. So I don't know what you're talking about.
But good thing he felt that way because I was God like, yeah, okay, you about to wait for my husband to come in. So
Yeah.
But like real talk, I was just like, what? So then it made me realize it added things up for me. Like I was like, okay, that's why he wasn't. It wasn't like, just to be clear, it wasn't about social media. You know what I'm saying? It was about everything. Like it felt very fitting. So relationship.
Let me ask you a question I know about this topic.
Okay.
Do you think social media puts unnecessary pressure on us to have to display? Because before social media, if anybody's old enough to remember, before social media was really popular, like the only people that knew that you was dating the person was the people y'all hung out with or your family. Like the whole world didn't know.
So I don't think that it's necessary to put that you're in, like I said, like, oh, I'm in a relationship with this person, but like, even if you're not putting I'm in a relationship, that's your choice, whatever. Maybe like some people are different. Like I have people that I know who are married and they don't display everything on Facebook.
Right.
Where me and my husband, we're just super affectionate and we just like, when it comes to like how we speak of each other, that's kind of what we do, no matter whether it's Facebook in person, that's just how we are. So for us, that's just how we do. But for some people, they're just more private, and there's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely, like that's like I said, privacy versus secret. So if you're just like flirting and you're just up there acting like you're single, you don't even have anybody, or it's not even like I said about social media per se. It's about just in general, just acting like I just don't want nobody to know. Like I'm not bringing this person to no family functions like that. I'm not like, it's just like you're just hiding. You know what I mean? Like it's just, and even down to like I said, the guy I was dating at the time, I had a son and he had a son, but we never met each other's children because that just wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, well, that's a different level. That's different.
Right. So that's what I mean. Like as we were dating long enough to where you're like, okay, maybe we should introduce. But then it was just like, nah, I don't know about that. You know
not yet.
With that, you have to be careful with introducing your children to people you're just dating. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, secret, you know the difference. You know what you'll be doing. You know what you'll be doing when you, okay, I'm just not gonna mention this. Like, stop.
I think
you can be proud of who you're with. You don't have to display everything.
Hold on a second now. Before you talk about you should be proud of who you with. Hold on a second, because there's a lot of people that's in relationships with people that they not all totally proud of.
You're right. And that's not, if you are, why are you with them? That's my question. Money.
Status.
Yeah.
A place to live. Let's talk about it.
Let's be real, because that's real though. And that if that's the case, you're in a relationship for all the wrong reasons anyway. That's just wrong, and you need to quit. Let's stop. Serious.
Listen, as a
Like,
okay, now I'm going to talk about this from a single person's perspective.
okay.
So when I date, I guess it depends on the guy. If it's a guy that I really, really like I'm really feeling him, you better post me all over the place. But because I'm private, I'm not posting it because I don't want to have that image of, oh, because I'm single. So I don't want to be like every time, like we all got those friends on our timelines that be posted every time they with somebody new. You be like, again?
That's true.
Oh my God, again? So, and I never want to be that person. So if y'all ever see Pretty on Purpose online and she's standing there with a dude and she's like, this is my boo, just know we getting married. So like, this is legit.
No, real talk. That's how real talk, and that's how it should, like, when I'm
that's private. That's that secrecy, right? That's private.
Right. So it's like, if I don't post about, like I said, it doesn't have to be about social media. None of that. Like, but just don't be on some, I'm with somebody, like you know, and then you can feel it. You really can feel it when somebody's treating you like a secret.
Women always know. Women always know. I don't know what it is, but we have this sense. I know people call it a sixth sense and all that other stuff. Some people call it the Holy Ghost. Some people call it, whatever. But we've got this sense, like to me, it's energy. It's just like the energy is off. You just already know that vibe is gone. All of that is gone. The chemistry, all of that is dying down. And the thing, here's where we make the mistake, women. Let me look in the camera. Here's where we make the mistake, women. We ignore it.
Yes, over and over and over and over.
We ignore it. And if we really think about it, like if I really sit there and think about all the times, like when I was married to my husband who was super abusive, right? Mm-hmm. But then when I think back to when we were dating, I got that feeling that there was just something and I couldn't quite put it together. But I was like, there's something just a little off about this guy. But I can't, because he's so nice. He's such a gentleman. He takes care of me, but there's just something not right. Had I listened to that, your girl wouldn't have been getting beat up all over the place for almost a whole year in her marriage, And I could kind of joke and laugh about it now because God, healed me and delivered me from that situation. But we know, like, we get those feelings, but then we ignore it. Be like, nah, it must be that taco I had last night.
We do, like, we try to play it off to the left like it's nothing. Oh, it's nothing. Okay, that'll cost you later. Like,
hello,
red flags are real. It'll cost you later. I'm trying to tell you.
Huge. But it will cost you huge.
Be selective. Like, when I say, like, even it's nothing wrong. Like, you're dating someone and, like, I've seen, for example, some people, they'll pose and they won't show the person's face. They might show that they're just with them.
Mm. Oh, wait, whoa. Shannon, your mic. Hold on. She went mute, guys. Hold on 1 second. And she's talking away too. I'm trying to ask her to unmute her mic and she is just talking. Her hands is going. I can't hear you. There she goes. Hey, there you go. All right. Yeah. It went mute for some reason.
That was weird. I was like, what is it? But yeah. So
you was going, girl.
Huh?
You was going. Your hands, everything. I was like, oh, she can't hear me.
Because sometimes you gotta open your eyes and stuff. Like, if you on a trip somewhere with someone and you going, just an example of social media or wherever you might see, and they're posting all this stuff or what they're doing and selfies, but you ain't in not one.
Oh,
not even your foot.
Oh.
Not even your foot. You go to dinner, y'all go to dinner and take pictures of themselves and the food, and you just on the other side of the table.
I'm interested to know. I want to hear what our audience has to say about this topic, because like we touched on some good reasons as to why people act the way that they do when it comes to that. But I want to hear from our audience and like their personal experiences, or if they've done this themselves. because I know I'm guilty. I've dated people and not put them on social media. I've done that because I was embarrassed of them. I've done it. I've done it because I was being private. I've done it because, oh, they didn't do it, so I'm not gonna do it, but I really do want to do it. I've been in all those situations, but I want to hear from our audience on that topic.
Yeah, me too. Because people have their reasons, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
It's not all bad. There's sometimes there's good reasons, but again, just being that fine line between I'm just being private and I'm making you a secret. You're just a secret. So or you're not, like, it's just a secret over there, like, just, you know, or, you know. Y'all get what I'm saying. Anyway, let's move on.
Oh yeah, no, we with you, girl. We riding with you, girl. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the issue. I got another issue. So this week, while, you know, we do our scope out and everything in the news and all this, different topics to talk about, and this one leaped out at me because I'm like, what is really going on here? Prince Harry. Yes, you heard me right. Prince Harry. Now, I don't follow the royal family like that. I know they have loyal fans over here in the US of A.
Right.
That be like,
I ain't one of them. But okay.
No, she ain't one either. However, when Meghan Markle stepped up in that piece, I was like, y'all better treat my sister right. Don't be playing games. It's like the big sister, like, look, I ain't gonna follow your every move, but I bet not hear nothing about treating her wrong, because then we're gonna have a problem. So here we go. So we already know that they moved, they left out from the royal family, underneath the royal family, which is historic because I think no one has ever done that.
Right.
And so Prince, I always knew Prince Harry was a little wild. He had that red, wild, curly hair.
Right.
he got like a little sweat. He got a little something about him that.
Right.
I mean, like, oh, you don't listen. I like that.
Man.
He got that bad boy, a little bit of bad boy swag to him, right? So anyway, so here I come across this article. It's posted up on ET Online. It's written by Rachel McRady. I did not go through the whole entire article to read because, like I said, I'm not like super fans of them and reading all about it. But the caption, the title captured my attention. It said, Prince Harry says toxic, and toxic is in quotes. My man said toxic. He used the T word, okay? Prince Harry says toxic environment led him to, here we go with the quotes, get my family out of the UK. My man's was not playing. This was posted on February 26th, ET Online by Rachel McRady at 6:29 a.m. You could go ahead and look it up and read that article if you want to. But I saw that and immediately I was like, yes, Harry. Yes. You do that. You protect your wife. And so I said, let's talk about that on Body Issues, because this is multifaceted. Okay. So one of the things I want us to hit on, and you could talk more about it as a currently married woman more than I could, but one of the things I would talk about is, the word talks about when a man finds his wife, he cleaves to her, he leaves with her, and he leaves his mother and father and stuff like that. So immediately when I saw that, I thought about that verse and I was like, yes, okay, Prince Harry, following the word of God, you go, boy. Yes. Right? Then the other thing that I really, I'm crazy. Then the other thing I really liked about it was that he was protecting her. Like he left his livelihood, everything that he's known and everything to protect his wife. Yes. And I was like, yes, Harry, you go, boy, you go. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about the issue of men knowing when it's time for them to get up from underneath mommy and daddy and be men. We could start there. You could start it off because you're currently married. I am not. So I will sip and listen. Go ahead, girl.
Oh my God. So I would say from my experience, at least for my husband,
yes.
He was ready. So he was like praying for his wife.
No, we can't go off of Spence because Spence had his bags packed. He was ready.
He was like, bye. He was already gone. Bye. But
yes.
He's preparing. Like, I'm preparing.
Super.
But I
Hey, girl, don't mind me. I'm getting my vitamins. This is gonna be good.
I just like spit out some of my water. That's how good it is.
Look, this is my snack. I'm ready. Yeah, girl.
No, but real talk. Okay, so I dated someone in the past who just could not. It was like it was so. I had never experienced that before, so I was like, wow. Like I mean, every guy had dated, that pretty much they loved their mom, of course, stuff like that. Had
Of
a good relationship
course. We love
for
the
the most part.
mamas.
Right, for the most part. But I had never experienced this. Like this person was just like, I mean, we would like be planning to go out sometimes or hang out together, or he'd be coming over, whatever, watch a movie or whatever case may be, and like he'd be like, I'll be there by this time, and then I'm like, this time comes, and I'm like, are you okay? He's like, yeah, I'm outside, and I'm like, okay. He's like, I'm on the phone with my mom. Well, okay, is everything okay? Oh yeah. Next thing I know, we were arguing. I'm like, yo, mom? Like, and this was like a constant, like, mom, I gotta go run and do. And I understand, like, with guys, especially when they're the man of the house, or they grew up like kind of taking care of their
Okay,
mom.
single parent household.
Yeah,
Okay.
Such a single parent. I get it totally. Like in mama, you're like, okay, mama come first, I'm gonna take care of mama. But when you're in a relationship, and like especially like it's one thing in a relationship, but like when you're like with someone that you potentially want to marry. We weren't to that level, but just saying that I just saw that early. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
you're not showing good signs.
yeah, early. So it does sometimes people just don't know how to detach.
You
There's
hit
so
look.
yeah.
Get you hit on a good point though. Single parent households, because that brought me back to dating somebody when I was in my teens. I was like 19, I think. And his mom was single mom. And he was like the man of the house, like taking care of stuff and whatnot, and really helping her and being there for her. And I think it was more of like a guilt thing, if I can be as so bold to speak for him. But from my perspective, it may have been like kind of like a guilt thing. Like here, he's got this great relationship going. He's going out, he's hanging out, blah, 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 all this stuff, and spending less and less time at home. And might be feeling bad because he knows his mom is home by herself, and and stuff like that. And so it ended up being like where me and the mom at times were like butting heads.
Yeah.
And so I think like Prince Harry made a really good move. And the fact that he used the word toxic doesn't come off of one incident.
Right.
Toxic is an ongoing issue of disrespecting the marriage or disrespecting the wife. And he made the decision, like I think a lot of men should do, which is that's it. Separate it.
Yeah.
Y'all don't know how to act? Then we're gonna be over here until you are ready.
Absolutely, as it should be. You know what I mean? And it's crazy because listen, y'all not even okay.
She forgot we was on body issues for a second. Body issues. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Okay, glory be to God. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Move. Use her, Lord. Use her.
Because I was like, y'all, you're not even a prince, and you okay?
Use her, Lord. Use her, Lord.
No, but seriously, like this man gave up. Do you understand what he gave up just to be like, we want, because my wife gonna be comfortable.
He gave up all of his, from what I know of, and like I said, listen, any of our listeners that are really following this story and know the deets, please leave it in the comments. Message us or whatever, we'll come back on the air and correct anything that we may have misspoken on. But from what I know of, this girl, take your mic off of mute. She went mute on us again, guys. Sorry. Nope. Hold on, guys. We're having a technical issue right now. I'm trying to get her to get unmuted. Okay, there she goes. Now she's back. From what I know of, he had his stuff stripped away, like his not so much, I don't even know if they took his title. I don't think they took his title, but all the perks and everything else that comes along with it, and events and things like that, they took it. Like, how petty.
Right.
You are the reason he's leaving.
Right. It's
they took the keys back to the palace. They was like, you won't be needing these.
Okay. Like, okay.
And and took his family and moved over here. So all I'm saying is this, like, ladies, gentlemen, whoever's listening in, this is a great example. Now, you don't have to be so drastic and move your family across the country to make your point, but he stood up to them and he made a very strong and very loud point. This is my marriage. This is my wife, and you will respect us. And if you cannot, then I'm sorry, y'all can't be a part of what we got going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they took stuff away, money, all that. And he said, okay. And he stood up like a man should. It was like, well, we're going to make our own way. But instead of playing both sides of the fence, instead of driving his wife crazy by keeping her there, he probably saw what it was doing to her.
Yeah.
And he stood up and did a very strong thing that a lot of men don't do. A lot of men don't stand up to their family in defense of the wife. Now, I'm not saying, like, if you as the woman is being mad disrespectful to everybody, starting drama, disrespectful to him, and they're jumping in to say, hey, this isn't good. You're toxic. Now, we ain't talking about you, sis. You got to get it together. You need to go before the Lord, have him heal whatever you got going on. No, we are not encouraging that man to step up for you. Sorry. He need to run from you. But
seriously,
I don't advocate divorce. I think I need to say that after I said that.
Right.
Unless it's getting physical. But anyways, that was a side trail. I didn't want to go on. But anyways, as a woman, if you're doing your due diligence as the woman, as the wife, and your role and whatnot, then yes, brother, stand up for your woman. Stand up for this marriage, because otherwise you're not going to have a marriage for much longer. I'm just saying.
That's a fact.
Or not a healthy one anyway.
And that's, your wife comes first. I mean, I know you love your mama, but your wife comes before anybody.
And don't let a man at her job be speaking up for her. Something don't go right at work, and he'd be like, you know what, I got it. I'm gonna take care of it. And not on no sneaky stuff either. Just being a man.
Right.
And she see that? Oh, you in trouble now. You really in trouble. So don't even don't give the enemy a spot. Don't give him a place. Stand up in your role, in your rightful place, your rightful role as the guardian of your family, and you guard your wife. You have her back.
Yeah,
I love this story.
I love it too, and I'm happy for him. I'm really happy.
Yeah, and shout out to our family over in the UK. Hopefully they'll be listening in to the show. Hey, cousins. Extended family out there. All right, so we got one more topic for here's the issue, right?
Okay. One more topic.
Oh Lord. I just looked down at the list and saw what it was.
I know, we're about to start.
This is heavy. Oh, this is heavy for episode 1.
This is very heavy, but it's okay.
Should we do it? What time is it? Should we do it? Or should we save it?
Let's do it.
I was confidently sipping my water because I thought you was going to say, nah, let's save it. I almost choked just now. Oh, she ain't ready. Okay, here we go. Oh, Lord. All right, let me scroll out because I for sure thought you was going to say no, so I didn't even have it pulled up. Let me find it real quick.
Okay,
here it is. Oh, Lord Jesus. My stomach is doing cartwheels. All right, here we go. All right, listeners, y'all brace yourself for this topic right here. So here's the issue. There is no such thing as a female being an alpha male. Yeah, you heard me. You heard what I said. There's no such thing as a female being an alpha. All right.
Alpha female.
I'm reading it, guys. Let me just show y'all right now before I be getting a whole bunch of
And before y'all click off of this and get your little feelings, hear us out.
Right. That's why I was showing my phone. Look, I'm reading it, y'all. This is not from me. This is a post that was put up, but this is a good point. All right. So there's no such thing as a female being an alpha. It's just a headstrong, headstrong and damaged woman using the word incorrectly. And then
there's
the person
such thing as an alpha female. Is just a headstrong and damaged woman using a word incorrectly.
Shannon, they're gonna cancel us before we even get to episode 2 off of this one. We about to be. Look, I gotta hold my baby giraffe. I'm nervous. Here's my baby giraffe.
I got my pillow.
My son made this for me out of wire, and so I love it. Oh wait, can y'all see it? I don't know if y'all can really see it. It's yellow like my shirt. I love it. And giraffes are my favorite animal, so I'm holding this for comfort. Go ahead, continue. As you was. This person just posted out here and saying y'all headstrong and damaged. What you got to say about what you got to say about that?
I'm gonna let you. Well, first off, we're gonna talk about in case you don't know what an alpha female is. So I have the definition of what an alpha.
Oh yes, okay, come on, Professor. Where's your glasses?
I don't have. I know I forgot something.
Go get them. Hurry up. 10 seconds. I'm gonna count down like I do my kids. 10, 9, 8.
I think I broke them. I don't even know what's
going on. No. Okay, next episode you need them because she be hitting us with the professor, the professional Shannon be coming up.
I'm gonna bring my professor glasses next time.
Yeah, you need them. All right, go ahead. Hit us with the definition, Professor. Go ahead. What is it?
Trying to get through this. Okay, so alpha female is a woman who has embraced her leadership, ambitions. She is talented, highly motivated, and self-confident. And the female alpha embraces their confidence, and this helps them lead others.
Oh, well, that was a nice definition.
Yeah, I wasn't too harsh. I was just, giving them a definition.
Well, I'm gonna just say right now, I agree with this post. I'm gonna just put it out there. I'm gonna go ahead and let the hate mail come in. I agree with the post. What do you say? Do you agree or disagree?
Mo said what she said.
I said what I said. That's it. Come at me, at Joe, just Mo speaking, at me.
Fight me in the comments. I actually disagree with. I agree with you. Excuse me.
You agree with me or the post?
The post.
I ain't saying nothing yet. All I said is I agree.
I agree with the post.
Oh, okay.
So yes,
I agree. I mean, sorry, ladies. I'm sorry if you feel like we left y'all hanging on this one, but I agree. And if a lot of you are honest, really, really honest, I'm sure that you would agree. If you disagree, agree. I want y'all to put it in the comments and let us know how y'all feel about this part right here, because this is a touchy subject.
It is. And we're probably we might go deeper on another day.
Yeah, on a different episode. We are going to lightly glaze this because there's a lot to unpack here. But I agree from a personal level because I am, look at me all, look, I am the alpha. God's still working on me, guys. This is why Mo is still single, by the way. If y'all was just wondering, why is this beautiful girl single? Because it is right here. I am. Okay. All jokes aside, though, for real. I can agree with this from a personal perspective because I have always been, quote unquote, that alpha female. I am that female that takes charge in my personal life. Being a single mom, you have to be there. Look, okay, it's just me here, so I have to be. But what ends up happening, and God showed me this, and this is why I can agree with this, because up until maybe 4 years ago, I would have been like, this is a weak dude. He don't know what he's talking about. He can't handle a strong female, and all of this energy coming off. But that's a lot of masculine energy coming out. And you know what the Holy Spirit said to me? I'm not gonna go no deeper than what he said, but he told me one day, I was minding my own business, right? That's our favorite thing I was minding my own business. And the Holy Spirit said to me, he said, a man is not going to want to be a heterosexual man is not going to want to be in a relationship with another man.
That right there.
Okay. I mean, stop me in my tracks. And I was like, he said, you don't have a penis in between your legs. So stop acting like you do.
Right.
And see, the thing is that we as these strong females, like, it's good for certain areas of your life. You a boss, babe, you got your business, you got stuff. Yes, be that, do that. But when you're in a marriage, when you're in a relationship, when you come home, you are not the king of the castle. You are the queen. And you need to take on that energy as the queen, because let me tell you, that man is going to, and we call it intimidation. It's not intimidation, sweetheart. You're unattractive to him now.
That part. Oh my. Let me sip my water.
Look, we both gonna sip on that part. We're gonna let them simmer in that one. You have now become unattractive to him. Now he no longer sees you as that beautiful feminine energy that God created you to be. He now is looking at you in the energy that you are portraying, which is masculine energy. And what does a male versus another male do? Compete.
Right.
And that's what ends up happening in those kinds of relationships. Well, I said, no, what I said, and I run and now you're having these arguments where whose word trumps who. No, baby, you are in the wrong arena.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry if this disturbs your spirit, but it's probably meant for you.
And just speaking from experience, like coming into my relationship and like me being married, I struggle with that. Sometimes I still struggle with that. Sometimes like being so headstrong, because it's like I was so used to doing everything myself. I took care of myself. I took care of everything. So I'm like, okay. But then it's like, if you carry somebody like you don't need them, then they're like, a man wants to feel needed. Like it's the natural way. Like he wants to feel that.
Thank you.
So
he wants to feel needed. Yeah.
Yeah. So when you come home, like all that stuff that's been going on at work, all the stresses, everything, you're gonna have to, not saying, oh, you can't, discuss that, but it's still a way to not be so aggressive. Like in the sense of, oh, but we just gonna butt heads all the time, and it can't be like that. That's not peaceful at all. And a man wants a peaceful home, and you should want a peaceful home too. Nobody want to be fighting all the time every day. But anyway, so do you have a clue?
Or being degraded or feeling emasculated, that's emasculating. And then you wonder why he's flirting with other women. You wonder why he seems to be able to talk to his friends more, his female friend or whoever at work, is because she is enveloping him in that beautiful, soft, feminine energy that we all have, that we were created with. And he got to come home to another man in the house. You don't want that. You don't want that. Let me play this clip. And this is a couple that's on the rise. I consider them celebrities already, but they are on the rise of being very popular. They're a musical couple. It's Toby Nwigwe and his wife. If you don't know who they are, they're musicians. They are creating this amazing movement in music. But anyways, they were recently interviewed. I want to say if this was with Oprah, I believe. Oh, Oprah's been on a roll. She was interviewing Prince Harry and Meghan, Miss Duchess of Sussex, and now she over here with Toby and his wife. I cannot remember her name right now.
Her name is Fat. He calls her Fat.
He calls her Fat, but I'm pretty sure that's not her real name.
Right, I don't know her real name. So.
I feel uncomfortable calling her that. But anyways.
But she calls herself that. So but I don't know her real name. So.
Yeah, I can't remember. So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and listen to a clip of her speaking to this topic.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not it. Hold on a second. Somebody else's face popped up when I pressed the link. Hold on a second. Let's see. Okay, here we go.
I never questioned if he was going to be a good father because he's a good man. Toby loves on his children hard. He loves them and he plays with them often. But most of all, he believes that he is the one that has to lead his children into the future that they're supposed to have. Whatever path they take, they need those foundational principles and morals and guidelines and all those things instilled in them. We're really trying to just make good humans, just good people. The way our family is set up is God, Toby, me, kids. And so when situations arise, he leads. I support him. I tell him what I think, and we go. I am able to know what I need to do as a woman and as a mother and as a wife, because we have that order. And so that order allows us to have peace, happiness, joy. So I can fully support him. He can fully support me because we know who we are individually in this relationship and as parents.
Man, I can only hold on.
All right. I'm going to cut it there. It's like another 30 seconds. If you want to listen to the full clip, it is on Toby Nwigwe's Instagram page. You can look him up and watch that whole full clip. It's about 2.5 minutes or about 2 minutes long. But I absolutely love that. Go ahead, Shan. What do you want to say?
I absolutely agree. She broke it down perfectly. Like, it's the order of things. So my belief is that it's God, husband, wife, children. And that's those are the tiers. It's God, husband, wife, children. So when you are allowing your husband to lead, you're really following God, because the husband, the man, if he's being led by God, then what's the problem with you allowing him to lead you? Because literally, you trusting him, you're trusting God, right? You're trusting when you got married to this person, or you decided to, okay, I'm gonna marry this person, and give myself to this person. Trust has to be there. You have to feel secure enough to allow them to lead. So if God is here and he's being led by God, then what is the you know what I mean? Like, it's no, like, what is the problem? You know what I mean? But
I think what it is that as women, we look at things in a vertical manner instead of horizontally. We're looking at it like, okay, God is here up at the top and my husband's there, now I'm down here. And it's not that, because God didn't make us to be beneath anybody. Okay, so that is not what we are saying at all. We want to look at it linearly. Sorry, my words sometimes, linearly or horizontally, as if you're standing in line and God is the line leader, then your husband is next, then you are next, then your children are next, and it's a line. So everybody's all on that same playing field. Okay, nobody is more important than anybody. It's just having roles, like she said, and now she's more comfortable. Like I talked about on Pretty on Purpose on Friday nights, we go live. One night I talked about women being confident in your role as a woman, because when you know what your role is, even when you go to work, when you know what your job responsibilities are, you be rocking out your job. If you come to work and you have no clue of what you're supposed to be doing, you're not productive. Your day feels like it's wasted. It feels like it's dragging. There's nothing going. But when you know what you're supposed to be doing, you could rock out and excel at it. So when you know what your role is in marriage, and as a woman and as a wife, you can rock out at it. And you rocking out in your role helps your man elevate and rock out in his role, and y'all both winning together.
And I think that, again, we're just talking about competition, and it's almost like, I believe it's that women who claim to be alpha female have a hard time, because as far as, you know, letting a man lead, because they are it's a fear of losing their identity. It's like, I fear losing my identity because I'm allowing you to just take over and I don't have an identity. That's not true. Just like Mo was just saying, it's like a car. Think of a car. It has to function. The different parts have to function together in order for it to move. It's not going to go anywhere if certain parts aren't functioning. So you have to know your part. That's it. It's not like oh, he's above me. So when I was breaking down the tiers, that's what I was talking about. Just like she broke it down even better, where it's like you're in a line. So if you're out of place, or even if he's out of place, it's just not going to function. So if he's just allowing you to walk all over him, just do whatever you're gonna do, and he's not leading, that's not gonna last. Like, it's not
a productive relationship. And that's the thing people forget when they get into relationships, is it's to be productive. God's instruction to man was to be fruitful and to multiply. Both of those words require production. That means there needs to be movement, there's moving parts, there's things that need to be happening. Everybody has a part to play in order to multiply and have more. And that falls into the categories of relationship. And people don't realize that. Join Pretty on Purpose. You're going to see Friday Nights Live last Friday where we talked about that. Relationships with purpose. But anyways, this is a topic that we could go in and like stay there. But we're going to be discussing this more and more as as we come on episodes, because this is going to pop up a lot, because I see this as a huge issue among women, among marriages. Were you going to say something?
No.
Oh, I thought you was about to say something. Yeah, so we definitely gonna be going. We just touched on it just now. But again, like the other topics, I want to hear from y'all what y'all have to say. See where your heads are at, where your mind is at on this topic. Do you think that there is such a thing as an alpha female? Or like this post said, and it wasn't my post, y'all. That's my great acting skills. Okay. I was roping y'all in. So that was not my post, even though I do strongly agree. It wasn't my post. But do y'all agree with that post, that there's no such thing as alpha females? It's just a bunch of damaged, hurt. What he said? Damaged.
Where is it? Damaged.
Yo.
Using a word incorrectly, headstrong, damage.
Don't know your vocabulary, whatever he said. But I want to hear from y'all in the comment section. So make sure y'all go ahead and add to that for sure. And who knows, if y'all put in some really good stuff, some really deep points and valid points, we may go ahead and mention y'all in our upcoming episodes as well. So make sure y'all hit up that comment section. All right. We're nearing towards the end. We're not at the end quite yet, but what's up next, Shan? What we got next?
We got prescription for your body issue.
Ooh, prescription for your body issue. Okay, so in this segment of the show, guys, we're just kind of walking you through it because it is episode 1. Whenever you hear us get ready to talk about prescription for your body issues, this is the segment where we are going to be answering questions from our viewers, our listeners, or just from randoms on the internet, because the internet is a treasure trove of nonsense. All right. Minus our show. Our show is not nonsense.
Right. Of course not.
All right, Shan, you gonna read this question or what? Because this is a whole hot mess. Or you want me to read it?
I wish I had my I have 20/20 vision, but I still have.
Do you want me to read it? Because I got it right in front of my face.
No, I'm just saying. I was just saying because my professor glasses are just to read.
Back to these glasses.
I'm serious. So whenever you see me with my professor glasses on, that's what that is. So just imagine that they're on now. Because this is about to get real.
Oh Lord, here we go. Okay, here's the professor. She's back. Professor Shannon.
Okay. A woman that has What?
No, I thought you had the actual woman talking about it herself. The actual question. I have it pulled up. Let me read it. Not the paraphrase that I put in the notes. The actual question.
Oh, I don't have that. Hold on, I need to put my charger. Can we take a break for a second?
Girl, go ahead. Go do what you got to do. I'm gonna read the question.
Okay,
go ahead. All right. So, audience, listen to this nonsense right here. All right. This woman writes in and she says this. So, my boyfriend and I have sex once a month. It's not like I don't like sex, but I don't want our relationship to be centered around sex every time we meet. I love him very much. So, I need to set standards for him to see value in me. But deep down, I crave sex every day. So, she on the right track. She being real. She got her boyfriend. They have sex about once a month. She's trying to be strong because she don't want the relationship to be centered around sex. Okay, great. She loves him and all that, but she's craving sex. Body issue. We got that. We know that, right? Here's where it takes a turn. Recently, I've been seeing this guy. Now, when she says this guy, she ain't talking about the original guy. Recently, I've been seeing this guy and I don't love him. I don't see my future with him. So I feel comfortable having sex with him every day. Not every day. She said every day. I feel comfortable having sex with him every day. I don't mind if he sees me as a whore. I'm just using him to satisfy my urge. Lord Jesus, where the ushers at? Somebody, what is going on right now? What is going on right now? So to recap, she has a boyfriend. She's in love with him. She's trying to control her sexual urges with him. She has strong sexual urges, but she doesn't want this man that she's in love with to only see her as some kind of sex object, which is reasonable. I get that. But here's where she messes up. Why? Why would you go out and find somebody else? So she goes to find somebody else. Have we not heard of a vibrator? Have we not heard of a shower head? Have we not heard of, I mean, like, there are other options besides going to get a whole nother human being to go have sex with when you are in a relationship. Why wouldn't you just break up with your boyfriend? If this is something that you couldn't handle, why wouldn't you just break up with him so you could go ahead and be messy and be out here doing your thing without messing with his heart? Like, Shan, can you help? Because I have so many words, but they all fighting to come out right now, and I need a second.
She's confused, clearly. Because what do you mean?
I mean, I see where she was going. I see where she was going, but then she took a hard left.
Can you repeat the question one more time because I want to make sure I kind of pick this apart.
This is the question. What's wrong with her? That's the question.
No, what was the scenario? Like, what was it that
All
was
right,
going
let me reread it real quick. No interruptions. So my boyfriend and I have sex once a month. It's not like I don't like sex, but I don't want our relationship to be centered around sex every time we meet. I love him very much, so I need to set standards for him to see value in me. But deep down, I crave sex every day. Recently, I've been seeing this guy. I don't love him. I don't see my future with him. So I feel comfortable having sex with him every day. I don't mind if he sees me as a whore. I'm just using him to satisfy my urge. Girl, why you made me read that again?
Because it sounds ridiculous.
Okay. Okay, go ahead, Shan, because I was saying I gotta stop judging because I'm ripping. In my mind, I'm ripping this girl apart. I just want to let you know. In my mind, I'm ripping her apart right now. But my heart goes out to her, honestly.
Okay, why does your heart go out to her?
No, you didn't.
No, I just want to know your answer. I'm just curious to know why your heart.
Why did you just fold your hands and tilt your head like that? That was the mom question. So tell me why. Tell me why did you do that?
Right. Like, why?
All right. My heart goes out for her, and this is the reason why. Because my flesh is calling her all kinds of names right now in my head. I'm like, you dummy. Like, you, what are you doing? Do you know how many women out here want a good man and blah, 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 blah. You could just, okay. So in my mind, I'm ripping her apart. My heart though does go out for her because Shan, we've all been there, not there, but we've all been in a place where we do the dumbest thing, thinking that we are fixing a situation when we're really making it worse. And so my heart goes out to her because she obviously is really, really confused. She's either confused or she's really addicted to sex. And my heart goes out to her because that's an addiction. And you don't know how to control it. When you have an addiction to something, you don't make the best decisions and you don't make clear decisions. So my heart goes out to her for that aspect of it. Stop making that face. I'm being serious.
Listen, my personality, part of my personality is judging. So it's just like, I try not to, but I just be like,
She said, I try not to.
I do. I try not to. I mean, no, I do. I will correct. I judge when it's right to, because we do have a right to judge. But I I okay.
Get it together, girl. Let the spirit
I'm
use you.
trying, because you have a guy who you love and you really like see yourself with or whatever, and you're like, I don't want him to see me a certain way, so he's not gonna get the cookies, but once a month. And then you're like, okay, but then there's this other guy. I don't care about him. But I need the sex. What? Like, I mean, sorry.
That's why I said there's vibrators, there's shout. Like, if it's really that bad, why are you out here involving a whole nother human being? Like, but that's where the addiction part comes in, because like I said, when you have an addiction, when you have a tie, so let's be for real, okay? Because both of us have expressed that we've been delivered from that lustful spirit, that spirit of lust, because God designed sex. He designed it to feel the way it does, all of that, the smells, if you into that, like whatever, you know, he designed all of that for our enjoyment, but it's supposed to be enjoyed within marriage, okay? Now, that's the problem, really. That's just really what it is.
That's it right there.
You're trying to take something that God meant to be enjoyed in a certain setting, and you're trying to apply it in other places, and all you're doing is getting dirtier and dirtier and dirtier. You're trying to fix it, but you like rolling around in the mud, and you just getting really messed up and entangled in it. And sex is a powerful drug. I'm gonna just say that right now.
Yeah.
Once sex gets involved into something, Christian or not, sex is a powerful drug, and once you open up yourself to that, literally and figuratively, that's it. It's like all bets is off. You've just opened the door to that spirit to come in.
So this is the last thing I'm gonna say about this specific thing, because like what you said, absolutely correct. So that's something you took the words right out of my mouth with that.
I get a sticker on my chart. Thank you.
But also understand, like, if you're in a situation like that, which I hope you're not, but if you are, and you think that you're gonna at some point cut it off with this other person, and then you and the person that you really love, that you're only giving it up to once a month because you don't want him to see you a certain way, when y'all get married, if y'all get married, I don't think you should, but because if you're cheating on them already, just whatever. Anyway, that's
it's a mess. It's a big mud puddle.
Yeah, it's a mess. But if you do get married or whatever, and all that stuff, it's just gonna create problems within your marriage. Stuff is gonna get exposed. Because there's emotional attachments to sex. Like you just said, it's designed for people
bonding.
You know,
it's a bonding exercise. I'm not trying to be funny, but it is.
This is another topic for me this time, which is people like just think that they can just have sex with people and it's just, casual sex. It is no attachment. It's
Lies.
That's not how that works. But that's like, we're running out of time here, so we're not gonna get into all of that right now. So all I'm saying is, if you have to go out and step out of the person, don't even bother to just be by yourself and get that together. Don't even just be alone. Get yourself together, your addiction under control before you try to move on in a situation with someone and dragging them into that mess.
Yeah. And just to backtrack a little bit, I'm not promoting masturbation. But I was saying that to make the point of, if it was really that much of an urgency on your spirit to go out and be having sex, why are you involving another human being and cheating on the person that you love? There are instruments and other things that you could have been. And so that's why I'm saying this is how this is a real stronghold in her life, that she has something beautiful and good in her life. And that spirit, that addiction, that bondage, whatever you want to call it, has got her so wrapped up and entangled that she can't even enjoy the blessing that is in her life, because she's wrapped up in bondage right now with this sex spirit, and lustful spirit actually is what it is. It's a spirit of lust. So I agree with your prescription, Shan. She needs to leave them both alone. And she really needs to get help for this addiction. Some people are able to do it just through prayer and, you know, really meditating. Some people need that in addition to professional therapy and professional help.
There's
There's some
nothing
people
wrong.
that are
It's just,
addicted to porn and yeah, and it all stems from something. So there
yeah,
are professionals around that can help you get to the root, because you don't want to just kill the fruit, because it'll just, all that stuff will come right back. You got to kill the root of the issue.
absolutely. Absolutely.
This sexing all over the place and all this, and can't control yourself, and it's great to have a healthy sexual appetite. That's different than feeling like you can't control the urge and you need it. That's not the no. So seek out professional help if need be, but make sure you really hand it over to God, because that's the only one that can really truly break that over your life. And then I hope in the future you find somebody, you know, great for you, but this ain't it. This is not it right now. And like you said, you already damaged and broke this relationship. You cheated on homeboy every day. She said every day. So that is the prescription for that body issue. If you would like us to discuss something that you're going through, and you know, sometimes we do it with humor, sometimes we get serious about it and all of that, just go ahead and write into us. You can DM Shan at the Stone Rose, or you can DM me at Just Mo Speaking on Facebook. I'm also on Instagram as Pretty on Purpose. And you guys can message us with your questions or leave them in the comment section below, and we will go ahead and answer your questions. So Shan, what's up?
What you mean?
What's up? We did it.
Oh.
We did it. We made it.
We did. First episode, and it's in the books now. It's official. We did it.
Yes, it is official. We have done it. I'm so proud of us.
What was that?
It's the music.
Oh.
It's the music. Can you hear it a little bit? Barely. Can you hear it now? A little bit?
It's good. It's good. Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to be yelling over it. That's why.
No, you're good.
Okay. So yeah, so we're coming to the close of the show. Guys, I'm so glad that you joined in on episode 1. Like I said, this was our first one. I think we did pretty good, Shan.
I think so.
If I must say so myself, but you know, I'm sure our people, you know, people will let us know in the comments how we've done and stuff. But guys, if you really enjoyed this, you're looking forward to more topics and more from us, make sure that you are liking and sharing this with your friends. Invite your friends in on it. Like I said, this show is for male and female. I know there's a lot of pink and pineapples and stuff going on, but anybody could join in with us.
Yeah.
But at the close of our shows, we are definitely going to be praying for you guys. So let's go ahead and close out in prayer. God, oh God, thank you so much for this opportunity. I had so much fun with my sis, my friend, my cousin, Shannon. I pray for every listener, every person that's watching this, whatever day it's on, a Friday or whatever day that they're catching the show. But I pray for their heart, I pray for their minds, and I pray for their body, God. You know their issues, you know what their problems are, you know the struggles that they face, you know the things that they worry about, you know what they need. And so I pray that their hearts become open and softened towards the things of you, God, and that they give you a chance. They let you in to do what you do best, which is fix broken things, put them back together, and make them stronger than they were before. Please protect every single person listening to this. Let them enjoy the rest of their weekend, the rest of their week, until we see them again on Friday. Guys, I also don't want to leave without the opportunity of asking you if you would like to invite Jesus into your heart. He has changed my life completely, Shan.
Yes, absolutely.
Changed our lives, okay? And he can do the same thing for you. You're never too far gone. He's always waiting for you with open arms. So if you're interested in inviting Jesus Christ into your heart to make him Lord and Savior of your life, the prayer is so simple. All you need to do is say, Father God, I know that I am a sinner. I know that I cannot do life without you. And so I invite you into my life. And I do this by telling you that I believe in your son, Jesus Christ. I believe that he died on the cross for my sins. And I also believe that he rose again on the third day. And I believe that through his blood that I am washed clean and I'm made new again. If you've said those words or something close to that, congratulations. You are in the family. Welcome, family. We love you so much. Hook up with Pretty on Purpose on Facebook so you can continue to get encouragement. Shout us out and say, hey guys, I just accepted Jesus into my heart, and you know, we're gonna love on you and spoil you in that group. Dan?
Yeah, so we want to thank you guys for listening. Thank you for supporting. This is an amazing episode, especially for our first one. We talked about some deep issues, some body issues. So if you liking what you see, subscribe, comment, you know, below. Let us know some things you'd like to talk about. Guys, we'd love to hear your perspectives as well. So I think it's all about the women. Men, you know, we'd love to hear you guys too.
Oh yeah.
Share with the friends. Word of mouth is always good. Share. Like, subscribe, and we will see you guys next Friday. Thank you guys so much for joining us on our first episode of Body Issues. Follow us Pretty on Purpose. Me at the Stone Rose _ on Instagram, and Mo at Just Mo Speaking on Facebook. Love you guys.
Love you all. Stay safe and stay blessed.